everybody, local Lego Man here, and I'm of course joined by my co-host the Skeleton.
Hello, hi!
And welcome back to yet another spooky Lego Mario review. And I know what you're all saying. Wait, I thought you already took a look at all of the Luigi's Mansion sub-theme sets. What other spooky sets are there? Well, in order to answer that question, we have to go back to August 1st of 2020 when the first wave of Lego Mario sets launched. And this actually was the event that kind of got me back into Legos, and I'm really happy it did since I love making the videos for all of you out there. And we're taking a look at one of my favorite sets from the first wave of Lego Mario sets, that being set 71377, containing 431 pieces, and initially retailing for $50, and it's also the same price kind of on the aftermarket now, about $49 to $50. That being the King Boo and the Haunted Yard expansion set. I don't have the box on me, but here's what it looks like. Now this set is awesome, and definitely one of the best from the first wave of Lego Mario sets, which has a lot of very cool mechanics and stuff which I wish had been carried over to future waves. So without further ado, let's check that set out.
Alrighty, now this is such a cool set, but we can't take a look at the set without covering the awesome enemies included, starting off with this very grumpy looking Goomba. And this is the main Goomba design that was introduced within the first wave of sets, but the two Goombas included within this set, which yes, there are two, both have this angry looking down expression, which is actually exclusive to this set. And when Lego Luigi jumps on the Goombas, it takes one hit and he gets 1 coin. Next up, we have the spooky bat coming at us from Super Mario World, that being the Swoop. Now this is an interesting character. You see, the set includes 4 swoops, but they are kind of built into the mechanic. Now you can remove them and place the code on their backs, but there is a different color for the front and the back, but nonetheless, the Swoop is an awesome inclusion within this set, and when Lego Luigi jumps on the Swoop, it takes 1 hit and he gets 1 coin. And last but most certainly not least, we have the spookiest king of the Mushroom Kingdom, that being King Boo. And King Boo is pretty awesome, obviously taking inspiration from the new Super Mario Bros. King Boo design as opposed to the Luigi's Mansion King Boo design. But I am happy they did that, since that in turn left the door open for the Luigi's Mansion sets we got a few waves after. And I also just loved the design with this awesome crown which uses a broken egg piece, as well as the awesome face print which can be used to make just a generic Big Boo. And when Luigi jumps on the King Boo, who can surprisingly be defeated without the Poltergust, it takes 7 hits and he gets a bunch of coins. Alrighty, now that we've taken a look at all of the figures within this set, it's time to take a look at the build. And I have to say that they totally nailed this spooky look. And in terms of mechanics, we start off at the entrance with this gate. And although the design is spot on, the connection between the gate and the piece holding the gate is way too strong, which makes it way too hard to open the gates with just the interactive figures, but they did end up learning from this mistake as seen within the Luigi's Mansion entryway set. Once inside the Haunted Yard, we have this spider web, and if we step on this little lever here, it flips the web, which allows us to scan this tile for some coins, kind of mimicking stepping on the spider. Moving to the left of the level, we have this spooky looking tree, but if you knock it down, it reveals yet another tile which can be scanned for a single coin. And lastly, we have the main mechanic of the King Boo boss fight, which is genuinely awesome. You see, you have to continuously spin and defeat the swoops, which in turn raises King Boo until he eventually falls down, but the best part of this mechanic is that it has a difficulty setting. You see, by adjusting this pin, it will push more gears into place, which in turn makes it harder to spin the swoops, and it kind of sucks that mechanics like this weren't really implemented within any sets past the first wave, since it's genuinely one of the reasons why I hold the first wave in such a high regard. And lastly, we have this invincibility block hidden at the back, and the idea is to collect this if you did the hard mode of the mechanic, since when it comes to playing the Lego Mario levels, there is a base 60-second limit, and since the harder difficulty takes a lot more time, this was included so even the hard mode was beatable. And that's pretty much it. So if I had to rate this set, what would I rate it?
I would definitely give this set a 4.5 out of 5. I think that the price per piece ratio is kind of a yikes, but that's really my only gripe with this set. I think that it was masterfully designed, perfectly conveyed the environment it was set in, and for a first wave set, having such a cool and in-depth mechanic with different difficulty levels, it's something I wish they had carried over, since it made actually using these a lot more fun, and it's something which, if we do get future waves, I would love to see them bring back. So yeah, I really hope you all enjoyed this spooky Lego Mario review, and make sure to subscribe since we have one more review coming out today of the spooky and scary and mystical and other adjectives and words for spooky haunted house set. And I will see all of you in that video. Bye!
Bye-bye, everybody!